say that because like if I say that to the bro, then he's gonna be like, "You don't know me." No. I don't even think they have an employee of color. You do know I live in a town that's 95% white, and the other 5% have a Spanish population of 3%. That's like 90% white. Yo, I finally have what do you call it? Webcam on instead of my PNG tuber. I was like, I took a shower, and I was like, fuck it, we ball. Cause like, you know those moments where you take a shower and you just want to rot? I'm so glad I don't have you on mic. I'm so glad. No? Okay, I don't sleep naked. No, I mean, I'm pretty sure sleeping naked is like a regular thing for men to do. But that's just not me. Like, the socks stay on at all times. The only times my socks are off are during volleyball. What? I mean, while I'm sleeping, after I take a shower, and I take a shower, you know, quite often, because, you know. What? I mean, I take a shower often because I play beach volleyball. Motherfucker, what? Stasis. Sunshot, and then... Yeah, I guess we could keep double primary. No. That's the challenges, right? Stasis kills, super kills, easy kills, kills with super, kills with hand cannon. Okay. Light. Connected to the TikTok chat successfully. Yippee-ki-yay. I was telling Brett how the very few women we talk to, we just get surrounded by men. Okay, he's not my buddy. No, I mean, we didn't have history. I don't think we did. I just don't fuck with high school kind of things. And honestly, every place I go has some sort of tie to high school. Even back in Orlando, I could be like bowling with my bros, and then I get lost in a yo. I'm mostly on a cucumber right now. Oh, and chicken fingers. Why is my chat in the top right? The bull? Oh, because the webcam's really in the top bottom. And then let me see here. What was I on about again? No, before that. The guy was from... Oh, yeah. I could be lost in a bathroom, and then all of a sudden I get into, like, an outhouse room, and then I see, like, everybody playing Smash Bros, and they're all from my high school. And I could be, like, 120 miles away from my high school. So it's like, what the bulls are you doing here? Shouldn't you be, like, not here? But that's just how it be. And it's like, ugh. The same thing happened over in, what do you call it? I was at a IT meet and greet. By the way, I'm not even IT. And I was just like the +1 because the guy was like, I'm not gonna go there just to talk to people, but like, I don't want to talk to people, so I'm bringing you so I'll have somebody to talk to. Or an excuse to not talk to anybody. And I was like, I don't want to be stealing loot and like food from a place that I shouldn't be stealing food from. And he's like, no, it's fine because you're my +1. And I'm like, I'm still gonna be a little bit reserved. But no, I'm walking about and I see a guy and the guy's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh shit, somebody knows me from volleyball. And then a girl comes by because the girl sees the guy and the guy sees me. And she's like, oh my god, who are you? Like, what's your backstory? And I'm like, nah! Because I knew the girl from high school and I'm like, we gotta tap out. This motherfucker probably knows me by my legal name. So I'm like, I'm really cautious about giving out my legal name, and then I'm cautious about giving out my nickname. And then if the two mix, like if she figures out that she knows me by like a whole different name than the person that's calling me by this other name, then I gotta go down the whole story and then did that, done that. Type shit. You know how it be. Damn, now I'm hungry for a donut. Damn, they really made like all the game modes this week in Destiny hella easy. And they got some combat thing going on. Is it really wrong to be munching on a cucumber like it's a carrot? Like, people munch on carrots, and nobody bats an eye. Am I right or am I right? It's literally just a vegetable. You're acting like a cat.
Let's knock some heads and figure out where.
Because you know how cats are afraid of like pickles and cucumbers because they think it's a snake. You didn't say anything, and I was
In my
like,
experience,
you're making me feel like.
ownership is never the problem. Getting out is the
And,
tough part.
yeah. No, never mind. Nothing. Nothing. Bro, I was playing like dog shit in volleyball today, and then it started raining, and that's the whole reason why I wasn't streaming volleyball this morning. And it has me so pissed, because that's the same amount of performance I was putting up this week with like the better players. And also, by the way, these motherfuckers are definitely feeling betrayed. And like, and it's really not that deep. It shouldn't be that deep. I think they feel that way. No, because I was like, yeah, no, all week long I've been putting up a terrible performance, and like now I'm putting this terrible performance up here today too. And they're like, all this week, you weren't playing with us, so who are you playing with? Where are you playing at? I'm like, same places, just, you know, at a later time, because I work like 2 hours away, and then you guys all work right next door, so it's like, you guys are on a whole different timing than me, so what do you want me to do? Like, come play like half a game and then all of a sudden leave? No. So, no, I was talking about that, and I was like, yeah, I'm playing at a higher level, but even at that higher level, I'm sucking nuts. Like over here, yeah, I usually typically perform, but it's like, at anybody at a higher level, I'm sucking. And it's like, ugh. So much. No, but you can definitely hear it in their voice a little bit today. They're a little bit butthurt because they're very territorial when it comes to their players and places to play. But also, I have more fun in twos. I do better in twos. I was practicing twos with the other guy, and I was putting up numbers. I was just straight up putting up numbers. And then I play fours, and I'm dog shit. Just absolute dog shit. Like, I can't get the ball, I can't put the ball in the right place. Like, I'm a very... How do you explain it? Without just saying that I play like a bitch. No. Okay. Hear this out, hear this out. What do you call a player that can only play on one side or very specific selections of the game? What? Yeah, but like, I'm not a specialist. I'm not that good enough. So what do you call it? Limited. I'm typically limited only to right side. So they put me on left side and I can't do jack shit. And that's one of the reasons why I'm like so pissed off from later in the week. Not even from the Sunday group. But what do you call it? I'm also limited in setting. Cause like we're playing and then I'm setting and I do better setting forward than I do setting from the side. So all of these balls are going to be coming right next to me instead of being in front of me, so Like, I feel so limited, and then I can't consistently put the ball where I want to put it. But, like, if you put me farther away from the ball, then I run towards the ball, and then I get the ball right in the right spot, and it's like, fuck! No, but yeah. No, but that and then other things. I was gonna go rant on about other stuff that happened in the week, but now that I'm talking video, I'm probably just gonna see if I can limit myself a little bit. Because, like, thoughts alone in my head versus just being a guy in the background lurking about is kind of just my deal, you know? Does anybody really care about what I'm feeling or what I'm thinking? No. Just... Do I, though? Because, like, just put me with a margarita and I'm all decent. Like, I just beat the Shangri-La Easter egg. The first run was terrible, but the second run, we finally got it done, and holy shit. I got the achievement, and I was like, I am so glad. I'm just so glad. Because I went to the bar, I got 3 margaritas, and then I came back, 5-minute walk, and then I'm like, let's get the Easter egg done. I have now completed every Easter egg, main quest Easter egg, in Black Ops 3. After... let me see, it probably came out on the 15s. So it came out on 13. After 11 years. It's kind of whack that it's been 11 years before I completed every single main quest Easter egg. Even though I'm level 250.
With each ley line we restore, we get closer to our lost Techians.
And Zebu Arath's army gets closer to us.
Yo, what a boof. Like, if I didn't play volleyball more than I play video games, Boof might beat my mom in viewership. Which is so dog shit to say.
Have you discovered any evidence of coordination between the Scorn and Zebu Arath? I imagine that the leader of the Hidden knows better
Yeah,
than any
like,
of us.
she views me on my streams, but only my volleyball streams. If she sees me playing video games, she's like, yeah, I don't fuck with this. You're dog shit at the game. Yeah, the game is
Keep an eye on
dog
the
shit.
harvesters. They'll indicate when the ether is about to be released.
And then again, it could be any game. It could be Minecraft, and she gasses up Minecraft, thinking it's like the end-all be-all of video gaming. Meteor week. Ugh. Good week to get these super challenges done. Oh, it's a good week to get these super challenges done. Oh, this might have been the schmove to work on super challenge quests. I forgot about those quests. There's like a bunch of secret quests that like have been in the game since year 1, and I haven't completed any of them because I only played the same kind of playstyle for the past like 7 years, and I changed it up for the 8th. Yeah. Now I play what? No, there's like hundreds of builds you could do. There's hundreds of builds, and a decent amount of them change every single few months. Some of them get better, some of them get worse, and it's all this kind of stuff. And I've been playing the same way for like 7 out of the 8 years this game has been out.
They'd find their ether elsewhere. They're driven less by hunger and more by a knife at their backs. For a long time, we thought that the blind well led to your throne world alone, Queen Mara. That used to be the case, until our new Techians cleverly repurposed it. In doing so, they opened the blind well to the rest of the Ascendant Plane, and Zivu Arath.
Hold off the Taken as best you can. Once their leadership arrives, put them down and bank their Taken essence. That should close the rifts and secure the area. Oh gods. Honestly, if there's ever a time to play Destiny, it's now. Alright, if there's ever a time to get into Destiny. Because they're probably selling everything for like $2. Yes and no. The main DLCs typically cost like $40. Like, they got the DLC, which is $40, and then you could get the battle passes. Yeah, let's just say it's subscription based, but it's not a monthly fee, it's more just like a... Yeah, let's just say yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. It's complicated, but it's also not really that complicated, and I spend a pretty penny on it. But I love the game.
Carry a
It's
lot
my
of
version
weight,
of Star
Petra.
Wars, and I
impressed.
love the
I've
lore.
had no choice.
But there hasn't been any
For
lore,
years,
hasn't
the
been any
dreaming
game
city
changes, and I'm
rested
so
on my
sad.
shoulders.
There's like Dungeons and Dragons, but with guns, and now there's no dungeons or dragons
Retrieve the compass and assume defensive positions.
because we killed them all. I don't even know who the boss is, but apparently everything is dying all at once.
If you had to describe the way the spider treated Crow in a single word, what word would that be?
Well, the spider is a valued member of the shore's ecosystem. I wouldn't want to offend.
The spider is not here.
Well, I would say horrible. He was horrible. He tortured Crow, demeaned him, treated him like a possession.
That's enough. I have all the confirmation I need.
Yo, what are you talking about, like, Homer and donuts? Why do you keep saying that? Is that like the new... No. You sound mad stupid right now. Like, you sound like my niece when she has like a new stin or something. Say yeah yeah yeah! Say yeah yeah yeah! Say yeah 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 right now. That's what she was talking about! I don't... What? Huh? I don't even know what that is. She said it for like... It's probably Brett. She said it for 2 straight hours to me. And I was like, yo, what? Yeah, you really gotta, like, shut up with that. No. There's very rare occasions where I take my shirt off while I sleep, but that's only if, like, my air conditioning fails or something. Um, 4. No, I sleep with like 4 blankets because I have the main comforter and then I got a secondary comforter and then I also have a regular blanket and then I also have my couch blanket that I brought up. Why? Comforted. I mean, think of it like this. If you go to sleep with like 4 comforters basically, because like 2 blankets and comforters are just oh wait, 5 blankets. I forgot about the under comforter thing, the blanket that goes under it. So, what?
This place has such a
Baiting about what?
unique vibration.
I could show you each.
With energy.
Comforters are like the big blankets, right?
Forces that converge here are mighty.
Yeah.
Will increase
Two
as you move
comforters,
more
the blanket that goes under the comforter, and then two regular blankets. One that's a little bit smaller, but one that's for a bed, like king size. What the? How? Why would I? Okay, I was about to say like, how am I gonna be in such detail when I'm rage baiting? But I feel like once you get me going, I could like lie about something. But like typically, no. But like, that's not what's going on. I could show you each blanket. I actually no, I don't want to show you each blanket because like one of them is on the sideline, so it's fine. But then two of them are dirty. But two of them I did clean. So, like cleaned recently.
Scorn's continued presence here can't be all about the ether. There must be a larger strategy at play.
I actually just raised the temperature an hour ago because I had it on 70.
a greater will than we've seen before.
What do you mean? Yeah, but I don't think it's 70 in my house. I feel like it's 70, but then it's also, it drops down to probably the 60s because I don't know what's going on with my thermostat, but it's like fuck. And I legitimately don't know why. Who? How would I be a hippie? No, I don't keep up with hippie culture. Why would I? Motherfucker, what? That's just how I am. I'm born to be a dickhead. And I've been living my life like a dickhead forever, however long. And it's probably not gonna change as long as I keep not needing to change. I don't know. I mean, there's no repercussions. What am I gonna do? Lose friends? I don't have much to begin with. I live alone. I now go out alone. Well, I guess not now. Yeah, I also went out on Saturday. By myself. I'm like, it's pretty odd or it's pretty light. Is lie like fire or not? Okay, you gotta translate because I don't understand whether it's good or bad. Okay. Now I'm starting to understand. Yeah, I understand. That's me with most things. Me when the Huz are all taken. Lucky bastard. Bro, I really want to play Minecraft, but I died. Yes and no. I want to stream it, but like, to play Minecraft with somebody and then not have them on mic, it's kind of like, I don't know.
If the Taken can use the Ascendant Plane to attack the blind well, why not just...
I'm not giving you mic privileges, never.
The ley lines would cut us off from Queen Mara's throne world. And Lucinia would end
we all know why.
one day lifting the curse on the dreaming city.
I don't know, my full-time career? Your full-time career? Cause like, okay. Chief, cancel culture doesn't matter for people that actually matter. I'm telling you right now, if one person throws a hissy fit and then like 100 mentally ill individuals back them up and harass your company, they're just gonna get rid of you. You don't matter. %100%. Yes. Because they feel like it. I don't know why you're questioning me when I've hung out with these type of people for like years now. I worked in a library. If I know social justice without like being behind social justice, I like my brother in Christ. But why am I not positive? My black energy. But you literally just okay. I just died from like oh. No, no, I died because I don't know. I'm not. To every single Republican, I sound like a liberal. To every single liberal, I sound like a Republican. This is great. This is fantastic. I'm pissing off all aspects of people. That's also the other problem. I don't fuck with nobody. The SP party, yeah.
The taken are fleeing.
Totally.
I feel the tears in this reality slowly beginning to mend. But this will not be their last trespass.
You do know
we must remain vigilant.
that there's already a party for like not fucking with everybody. And it's yeah, and isn't that like a form of Republican? It's like a subsection or subdivision.
Keep your compass
kind of.
back, but be prepared for some retaliation.
Like if there was anything to believe in, it would probably be libertarian. I have words. I have words about everybody, but right now, I just want my gas prices to go down because I'm spending $600 a month on that shit, and it's kind of ridiculous. The moment that I finally go outside, of course gas prices go up. But it could be worse. It could be worse. I mean, think about it. Yeah, basically. I mean, I drive to the volleyball courts all by myself, and then it took a few months until, like, some people let me join in their groups. But yeah. No, but I think it was... No? I gotta check if... No, absolutely fucking not. I just don't like connections back from when I was like... I'm a whole different person. Back then I used to be a... I was a little bit of everything and a little bit of nothing, and just none of it was good, in my opinion. Yeah. High school was not a good moment, and I made like a whole 180 shift. What? I just don't want to be bogged down from how I was back in high school and talk to other motherfuckers from high school. Plus, like, once I start talking to one person from high school, then soon enough I'm gonna be talking to another guy, which knows another guy, which knows another guy from band, and then this one guy knows my ex's ex. And then soon enough, you know, everybody knows everybody, and then it's like... And then also... I don't know how to say it. No, but besides my ex's ex, or no. I mean, yeah, my ex's ex, but just my ex. On the other side of those connections, through the same person like 4 times down, then there's another guy that's probably in North Florida that I used to fuck with, but then he just kind of like disappeared. And I'm like, yo, what up? And he's like, he just didn't, he full went on ghost. And I'm like, okay, bro. We're chill for like years. There's always too many connections. No, but the guy, like, he just full on stopped talking. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, no. Like, I still probably have him on Snapchat. I could message him, but I was talking to my guy that I'm kind of still friends with. It's just that I haven't, like, talked to him in such a while. He lives in, like... Yes and no. Everybody has their own lives. I'm really not all too great. Okay. That's a whole thing to unpack because my family fucked up any type of connections I could have with anybody near me, but also, like, most of the people are old. Half of them are probably depressed. No, because they fucked around with the HOA. So, the mother of my neighbor doesn't fuck with my family, and my family doesn't fuck with her family. So every single time I talk to my neighbor, my parents are always throwing a hissy fit. I'm like, please shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit. Both of them, all of them, everybody. And then, of course, they brought it into a... What? No. Ew, gross. Everybody is older than, like, the age of 45. And if anybody isn't over the age of 45, then they're, like, Class A neurotypical, like, cops that are super busy, they have lives, they have fiancés, they go out and they live in 2 different locations. So it's like... And then a few of these... What? Okay. Just because I know racist doesn't mean, like, every single person I know is racist. And then allows... Two. Yeah, I think it's Boof, and then it's probably some other guy. When is anybody tapped in? Nobody gives a shit about watching. Yeah, one of the viewers left. So I think it's just Boof. This guy just lurks about. Yeah, no, the guy messages some. I don't know if it's a. Apparently, it's not my ex. That's all I know because I was like, bro, you like my ex or something like that? He's like,
Hidden reports indicate
no
reduced hive
comment, but
activity throughout
probably
the
no.
system.
And I'm like,
Zivu
okay,
Arath's forces are poised in the ascendant plane, waiting to burst through the
two.
blind well.
I mean, none of them give a shit about me, and like, I miss. No, both of them live in Florida. One of them lives, I'm pretty sure, like 3 blocks away from me, which concerns me because, like, yes, I might miss my ex, but I don't want to see my ex. Like, remember when that one girl was like talking to probably like the guy that she was like fucking with? Remember when I was leaving? Yeah, but like, she was also talking to a guy all night. They've been hanging out. They're probably on a date or something like that, or maybe it's like a first date night, you know? Yeah, or that too. Or that too. No, but the girl was like, yeah, no, I'm 5'2", and I'm like, damn, that's short. And then they're both like looking at me, but like I didn't want to be like calling shots immediately to a random person. So I was like, hey man, I mean my ex, my first one was like 4'11". And then she was like, yeah, you probably still miss her. And I'm like, fuck you. But then I was like, yeah. No, but like I'm just trying to make it out of a get out of jail card, you know? Plus, like, honestly, I mean, recent luck with talking with women. Yeah, I can talk to women, but every single time I've been talking to women, I always get surrounded by dudes. So it's like, I'm a little bit just unlucky. I mean, I'm not trying to bang dudes. So I'm just a little bit unlucky as of recent. That's, what are you gonna do? It's not gonna stop me from future endeavors, but when everybody in my workplace is talking about having wives, now having kids, and all this other kind of stuff, like, of course, one of the 2 only women I've had some sort of connection with is gonna be on top of my mind. What? 4.5 hours. I mean, the hardest part is going to be finding a bastion, and then it's going to take us 30. I mean, no, but it makes things easier. If you trade gold with piglins and a bastion, which they spawn like hundreds, and they also spawn hella gold blocks, you could get hella blaze rods. You could also just farm for blazes, but all of this takes time. It takes 30 minutes just to find like a bastion in like a regular sea that's not made for speedrunning. It takes about like 30 minutes just to upgrade from iron, find a few diamonds, and then craft, and then... Yeah, it's just a whole thing. I don't... No, I mean, it's not stressing me out. It's just like I feel like I talk... Once you get me going, I talk heavy, but like once... But that's only with people that are like one-on-one with... No, I mean... I'm not upset. I'm not mad. And plus, even if I were to be mad, I wouldn't be mad at you. I'd be mad at myself. I'm not disappointed either. I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. I'm not anything. It's just that I'm getting like hella self-conscious right now, like talking for so long. But like, once you get me going, I get going. You know. This is not rage bait. This is not rage bait. I'm not rage. I mean, I've been in rage all week, but like right now, I'm not rage. You know? Okay. What's that? I said okay as an acknowledgement, not that I'm disapproving of what you're saying yet. Okay. Uh-huh, yep. This is great. If there's any time to rage bait me, this week
Sworn are broken.
is like the only
And all
week
that ether
that I
is
would
lost.
actually be pissed
Better
off
to
at you.
lose the ether
Because like
than
I got
blind
rage
well.
baited in real
Good
life
work,
for like a
Guardian.
serious situation,
The Taken are massing
and
for another attack. They just can't take it.
IRL
Civil
rage bait,
Roth won't let them.
but it's for like a serious situation. It's not like friend to friend. It's like
Commands.
I saw the same thing with the
the
great
guy.
knights on the shore.
I don't
So
want to
many
get
minds
into it. I
ruled
really,
by her
I
need to
just
dominate.
The strong forcing the weak to fight on their behalf.
what?
It's the oldest story in the world. Secure those taken essences, Guardian.
Like I'm a
The only
spiteful
thing that works
person,
the
but
best.
like most of the time I'm on autopilot, so I'm not angry, I'm not spiteful. I just move on from whatever I'm going through. But it's like bringing back angry memories and getting me angry over something is just not worth it. I don't know. This week, all week long I've been pissed. And it's a rare oddity. I'm pissed off at myself, I'm pissed off at other people, I'm pissed off at the situation that I'm in, gas prices, politics, airway, prices, everything. I don't, I don't know. I'm finding every single reason to be pissed. I look up into the sky and I stare at the sun and I'm like, blot that damn thing out of the sky! The sun should. Like the sun took a sick day and then the moon was shining everything up. Actually, no, if it's just a rainy day, if there's clouds everywhere and the sun just could not shine, but it did not rain, that'd be perfect. Honestly, life would be so much better. I'm pretty sure that's just Seattle, but I don't live in Seattle, so. No, but I'm angry, I'm probably hella self-conscious, and honestly the way that I'm presenting myself has got people asking more questions than I want to even ask myself, so it's like, come on.
You can carry a lot of weight, Petra. I'm impressed.
I've had no choice. For years, the Dreaming City rested on my shoulders. Take your compass back.
Damn, I
but
finally
be
got a
prepared for some
chat message after what? Weeks while playing video games, and they're more focused on me munching on a cucumber than like anything else. That's, I don't know how to feel about that. Because like, when you think about it, nothing else about you matters except for how you eat a cucumber. That's the only thing that's like, you know, unique, special, or intriguing. It's like, really? And I don't... Being judged on how I like eating cucumbers kind of pisses me off because it's one of my top 5 foods. Cucumbers, pizza, I don't know what else. tortellinis, they're hitters. Um, die. God, man, now I die.
I can barely feel them. My Techians, lost between realms. But beyond that, in the background, there is something else.
Okay, let me see
It's
if I
not
can handle
simple,
my
it is
laundry
not
real
simple
quick, because I'm on a good spree of handling my laundry,
It's as though the
and
space between the stars
I'm low-key happy about it.
watching and it
Ugh.
itself.
Like, I got so much laundry, and I've been doing it in piecemeals, but I keep creating as much laundry as I'm doing laundry, and I'm doing like one load a day. And it's like, what? How? I only use, what? 5, maybe 7 articles of clothing a day? Okay. Well, bam! Now time for the next load. Okay, and then where is the next load? Here we go. Okay. You know that moment when you said not to get me stressed? You saying not getting me stressed is now thinking about, like, am I stressed? And low key? Kind of. Kind of. I don't know anymore. Probably. No. What? Motherfucker, I just said I'm not angry anymore. Ooh, pants. Because I say it's true? Yes. He... Okay. Yeah, I believe it. Honestly, I wish I had something like you, where you just have like a realm where you guys just chillax for the longest of times. It does sound lit. It's like a mad stress reliever. Like, I don't remember a long period of time where I have had that. So. But also, I don't know. Like, I want something I could stream, but I don't want to be like the main focus. Like, I want to stream with somebody that isn't problematic. I could just have a chill time and I could just be in the background. 100%. You're problematic. Okay. At least I market myself as an asshole. Yeah, but being problematic out in a bar versus being problematic in an online space is two different things. If you put yourself in a public online space such as streaming, you're gonna have some sort of like freaks online that are gonna be up your ass. If you be an asshole at a bar, you're just another dude. Am I wrong? Like, you could do, say, or like become anything, and as long as it's not physical assault, you're probably all good. It's decent. Never. Honestly, there's more times that I can name me being physically assaulted. Like, beat up? Yeah. We went over this at the bar, how I used to get beat up back in high school. We were literally talking to the dude. Like, you know how, like, people used to get beat up in cartoons? No, just like beat. Like, just beat. Just beat up. Yeah. That's it. They just beat me up. Sometimes. Sometimes it's a few, sometimes it's one, sometimes it's like the whole haymaker, sometimes it's an uppercut. Motherfucker, I literally named one of the guys that I was talking about. And the guy knew the guy. Or no, he knew the guy's brother. We were talking to the guy at the bar, and I was like, yeah, no, I used to get beat up. And then I named the guy that beat me up, and he was like, oh yeah, I used to know his brother. I fucking hated their guts. And I was like, oh. Because, you know, connection to the old life. I don't really like that. What case? You do know most of the things I say are true. It's just that I tell them in such a deranged way. That's like the whole gimmick of myself, you know? Yeah, I think I'm in one of those kind of moods where there's like infinite stimulation. I don't know, I feel that.
Rendezvous with my associates in the captain's quarters. And don't let them take all the loot.
I'm bugging. I'm straight bugging. I've been bugging, I'm straight bugging, and I just don't want to be bugging. Go take a piss. Who's stopping you from pissing? Is it your brother? And you're scared of the toilet. Okay.
I'm seeing increased activity on the top deck. I recommend a tactical retreat.
The top deck. Why are we going to the below deck?
These pirates have joined the ether reserves. Blow them up with their own ether charges.
Dagnabbit. Where's everybody? Three for one, baby. Ooh, boy. Let's do it. Ooh, amplified allows me to reload quicker. I forgot about that. Hey, I like that. I gotta see how to spell this guy's name from the bar. Because I know him. Yo, what up? I wanna see how to spell this guy, the guy that, you know, I knew from the bar. Because I know it's not no. You already forgot his name? Good point. Yeah, the bartender is hot, but... Okay, whoa, yeah. The bartender was hot, but like, I was talking to Brett, and Brett was like, why didn't you just chat her up? And I'm like, you don't chat up the person that pours your drinks. That's a recipe for disaster. Is that not like... Yeah, but like, they don't view you as a person. They view you as a tip. How do you feel about that? Okay. For what? Is it Daredevil? Daredevil is a show. Mulan? Oh. The Lion King? Lady in the Tramp? And that has a live action. Yeah. Look it up. I'm not even joking. They made a live action version and it died. There was a live action, right? Right, chat? Right? To the chat that never chats? You know what'd be crazy? If we played... If I play on a team, would be the only 3-player team in the entire game. For PvP. For PvP. Most of the weeks that this game is online, for PvP, the highest form of competitive play, there are typically 0 3-player teams. And the overall total of players in PvP is smaller on average than Hello Kitty Island Adventure. That makes me depressed. Okay. Unless too damn bad. Peace. Peace out, my gamer. Okay. Now we could talk about other things eventually when the time comes and not have the immediate repercussions of judgment. Great. Yep. Basic lands shader, Umbral, Swamp, Golden Plain, Crimson Mountain, and Verdant Forest. Oh, it's a reactive forest. Reactive fire. Let me play with you, please. You play Destiny 2? I mean, right now, I am in a Discord, and do I have to update ways before. Let me just move this down right here. Where do I have my PNG2 from? Okay, a second. Let me just update this. And make this larger. Let me see, because okay, right now I don't have my Discord online, so anybody watching this stream could hear me, but it is very possible for people to join in and then just talk. So let me see if I have all of my socials up to date, so that if anybody would like to play with me, they can. How do I update my socials? Can you have like a website? Because I have like a linked tree. And I know I have it on my Instagram. And my Instagram is the same thing as my username. Does... Okay, so the link to the Discord I'm pretty sure still works. But now I need to somehow connect my TikTok to whatever it's called. But in the meantime, let me see here. How do you... Should I just look this up? I don't know. I have the power of Google. I don't know why I'm not using it. Oh, the link tree to TikTok. I need 1,000 followers. I need to edit profile and paste your URL. Well, I definitely don't have... thank you for the follow! Yo, our numbers just went up for the first time in like a long while, but we are still way far away from 1,000, so... it doesn't make a difference, but it does. I mean, I would say it would make a difference in my heart, but it's also like, my heart is, probably gonna burst with the amount of caffeine that I drink. So, doesn't really matter if it's gonna fail eventually. Edit profile. Share profile. Let me see, just add me and just we can play whenever. You can add me because I also haven't added somebody in a fat while. Also, I don't really even know what to do in Destiny anymore. And do be aware that I have, like, a life outside of Destiny, but, like, I would... Okay, I say... I work a full-time job, so finding me and, like, actually getting me to do something in between, like, Monday to Friday is a little bit of a struggle, but also I'm definitely... I don't... It's a whole rabbit hole. It's a whole rabbit hole. Like, I have more than probably 15,000 hours on this game on Xbox, let alone. And I was talking to my people that I work with over in my firm, and then they were like, yo, you got 15,000 hours and you play this game all the time. And I'm like, I don't anymore. And they're like, so you've moved on. Thank God. And I'm like, I've also haven't moved on, and I'd love to come back. I'd love to come back. But it's a whole thing. Account information. There we go. Oh, my man's a donator. Send it, or sent it. Yeah, sure. Wow. Post here in the website field. Where's the website field? I have a big boy job too. Don't worry. What kind of good boy protocol? 444. You really like petting that dog, don't you? Let's The normal creator, the option to add custom links appeared after a day of waiting. Am I not a creator? Okay, you know what? Let us just waste time just doing something, which is better than doing nothing. And we could be grinding out for chronologs. Can't complain about chronologs. How do you... Security and permissions? Privacy? Private account. Account information. No. Verification? Business verification? TikTok shop for seller. What? What do you do? I'm always so concerned about talking about my job, even though I have technically talked about my job in certain other places, but it's also like, it's not really a secret, but it's also kind of a secret, because like, people could know what I'm like talking and doing and saying, but it's like,
I don't care why the Vex are drilling
there's
giant
little
holes.
repercussions. Oh, okay.
And
How do I... Let me not get into like a whole
Gathering
thing.
intelligence from the Vex
Let's
would be
just say I
helpful.
do civil engineering. I do civil engineering. That's straight up what I do. That's... yeah. I drive 75 miles to work, and then I drive 75 miles back every single day to sit on a computer for 8 hours and basically draw plans. Plans for things, plans for stuff. Nothing more, nothing less. It's quiet, it's humble, and it's cute. And even though I don't love a whole lot of things, it is what I like to do the most. Build trust. Any documents to vouch. They are authentic. Let me see here. Money, money, money. It pays the bills. It pays the bills. It allows me to continue living a lavish lifestyle that's kind of forced upon me. And honestly, if I care about, like, you know, my car not exploding on the freeway, I should downgrade my living expenses, but it's a whole thing. It's really a whole thing. Yo, somebody just named Antonio joined the chat. Reminds me of this one guy I used to know from middle school, and he still considers me his friend, but like I haven't talked to the guy in like a long while. So he's talking to his mother, and then his mother was talking to my mother, and then my mother was like, you gotta send her a message. But like, I'm not gonna send a guy a message just because I've been told to send her a message, because like, that's basically saying, hey, be this guy's friend because he's lonely. And like, I'm not gonna do that to anybody because that's just pity. And I would not like to be pitied ever in life, even though I talk in a way that kinda results in pity. Like, I don't like people pitying me in volleyball, I don't like people pitying me in real life. So it's like, I'm not gonna go to the man and try to be like his friend, even though I'm not the type of person to keep up to date. So it's like a fake fan, or a fake friend. I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me, so I'm not gonna do that to somebody else. But no, it's a whole thing, and then my mom was like, yeah. No.
I believe the nearby Vex constructs maintain
Oh, but yeah. Honestly, I think overall though, he is living life pretty nicely. It's pretty active. I think he gets out there doing tons of interesting things, more than me. For me, I'm kind of on autopilot. And the people in my workplace, they're like, yeah, no, you should use up your vacation days. But 1/3 of my vacation days were used on getting the flu. Because the motherfucker behind me who's no longer behind me in the firm, in the cubicle next over, gave me the flu, and it's like the first time me ever having the flu, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I hate the flu. Why do I have the flu? And why am I spending 1/3 of my vacation days on it? It's kind of stupid, it pissed me off, and it had me in negative vacation days for the longest time until like last week, where I'm finally in the positive, and I finally could take 1 day off. I think. I might just be in the positives. I might not even have a day off. Positives being, how do you explain it? I might have like half a day off. So if I want to take a half day on a Friday or something like that, I can. But also I could just not take my lunch, and then I could leave, and then I could go to volleyball on time. But like, do I really want to go into volleyball? Because there's a bunch of high schoolers, and yes, they're better than me, but it's also like, I'm really being put into situations where I'm not gonna thrive just because I'm bad. Like, I'm a very limited player. Like, the situation that I put myself into, or the way that I cultivate my skill, is so unoptimized. So technically, in volleyball, it's better to have a left-handed player on the right side. But all I've played is on the right side, so if you put me on left, I'm not used to left side to the point where like I'm really bad at playing left side. So, how do you explain it? Everybody I know is left-handed that I used to play with. So, it led to a situation where one of us is gonna have to compromise our skill level. And if we're looking at a very ethical standpoint, it should be me. And I'm not an indoor player, and all these people are indoor players to some degree. And I'm like, can I play on the right side? And apparently right side is the one spot that they don't play with, just to make their lives easier. And I'm like, this is great. This is the one thing I'm good at doing, I can't do because they forego that position. And then, honestly, if I go on to more, I'm gonna go into other things that I just don't want to talk about. Just because it does not bring good vibes. Woo! I love slaughtering mechanical chickens. Oh, it's an item. Didn't look like an engram, so I was like, you're good. I don't know how to feel about my boy calling me a hippie. Cause like, I'm pretty sure the only class of type of person that really vibes with who I am is just being an asshole. And it's like I can't be a geek, I can't be an anime fan because I'm not too much of an anime fan. I can't be like a weeb because I'm not too much of a weeb. I can't be a volleyball player because I'm not good enough as a volleyball player. I can't be a gamer because I'm not good enough as a gamer, and I can't be a racist because I'm not a racist. Got MTO go, sorry. Oh, gotta go. Okay. I mean, thanks for like half the game. A little bit of support is just better than no support at all. All decent. So it's like every single thing that I do, I'm not good enough, I'm not into it enough, and I'm not just like I'm not in tuned with it enough to the point where I can be one of these type of people. Can't be into politics because I don't really care about any type of politics that I can be into. Can't be a homeowner because I can't own a home correctly. I mean, I'm an engineer now, but that's entitled, same way like anything else is entitled. Everybody's like, when you finally make it, I don't know how to feel anymore. I want to learn had this issue since reaching 1,000. Can't do it until this update. Oh damn! We already got a replacement. That's crazy. I love playing with the same type of activities, playstyles, and everything else. What team Honestly, it's kind of crazy that the one person who joined and then just left is the only interaction I've had with a person on Destiny 2 in the past few months. It's sad. It's so sad. The fact that that's the case hurts my heart. Like, if I could listen to My Name is Bife videos during work again, that would make me so happy. Instead, I'm watching the entire series of Grimm. Also, by the way, such a bomb entry. Grimm from NBC. Loved the show as a kid, and I still love it now. So I'm watching all of Grimm, and then I'm probably gonna be watching all of... Okay, the one thing I hate about Grimm, and then watching that in the workplace, is that there's this one witch that they have in the series, and she has an affair with every single main character, no matter what. And then she gets pregnant multiple times in the series. And then she has to have a kid on screen or is in the middle of an affair. And then it's like, yeah, it's such a regular thing because, you know, we're adults and all this kind of stuff. But I don't want to have some woman giving birth to a child be on my phone screen for the 1 minute that it happens. Childbirth is not something I want to be watching. And then, you know, sometimes I pause because I have work to do or something like that. I don't have it as a main focus, but I don't want that to be on the side focus for other people to judge me, you know? Childbirth is not something that's on the top of my mind, and I don't want it to be on the top of my mind. You know? Ooh. Okay. Why is this Come on, baby. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you could take care of that. I'll take it. You got it, bugs. Isn't the whole point of those like spawning things just to spawn in enemies? How come like multiple don't spawn? Okay, let me see if
Fail safe. Can I ask you something?
I could add a
Just did.
college. Why
But you
would I
may
want to
begin
add a
another
college?
query-friendly ghost.
TikTok Studio?
Do you ever envy the Vex? Just a
More
little
ways to get
bit.
paid.
All those
I
minds
I
that
can't
work together.
create to get paid.
Never
I just want to put my
or separate
link
from
tree.
each other. Or
Feel lonely? I don't think I envy them. I like human company, even if it comes and goes.
College at Pronoun Entertainment Fundraiser. AI Self. Can I just can't put I can't. I can't even connect like an Instagram. That kind of pisses me off. You can't do that anymore? You can't. Yeah, it's just not allowed. Is there any way at all to add anything? I don't believe so, but I could add my college. Because, yes, of course, I would like random people to know that I graduated from college. Go figure. No. Love it when OnlyFans accounts just pop up. Because, yeah. Go-kart. Hot Wheels go-karts? What? Yep, I can't. Yeah, I literally can't. That's so disappointing. There's no way to. I could make a whole asset. Should I focus the rest of the stream on building assets for stream? I could. Would it be the worst of ideas? Okay, radiant gives me more damage, right? So if I were to do this, which is better. So what other builds are there? This is my grenade build. But why is that unable to be equipped? It's definitely in my vault. I know that for certain. It's literally right there. Like, what? That is just a killing machine. Yeah. I'll just do that. And everything is bait and switch, so that's fine. Boof is back! What a boof! What a boof. You know, I'm saving up my exotic engrams. I'm back with Shane, lunacy. What the f— I have to set it up at the age of something actually fun. Moon low key going to be work. Okay. Wait a minute here. Let me put on my contacts. For legal reasons. I wish instead I had like a thing on my wall that I could have be my little hand towel here for. But I don't have that. If I could have my hand towel on the wall, that would be so much better. So much better. Ooh, ow, that hurts. It hurts because the headphones that I have squeeze my, what do you call it? They squeeze my eyeglasses into the side of my ears, and it's instead of having the head dent, I'm gonna have every other issue known to man. I gotta shave, but what if I just become disheveled? Not much changes. Laundry. Okay. I could also work on like a mascot. I want to have a mascot of like an army of pigeons, but not like regular pigeons, like grotesque pigeons. But I don't want them to be. What can I possibly have in my dryer that it's throwing a hissy fit? You gotta be kidding me, bro. It's a regular load of clothes. You shouldn't be banging like that. Like, don't be acting like you have too much in there when you clearly don't.
Looks like there was a rat living in there.
Looks like there was a rat living in there. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's put this here. Let me see. Still have to iron these brand new shirts. Never bought. But like, After I walked in, I kept wearing button-ups, and then the people I work with, they were like, yeah, no, you don't have to be wearing button-ups all the time. Like, it's just unnecessary. And then I was like, I have so many button-ups now, and you're telling me I don't need a single button-up. And they're like, no, you're blue collar now, wear polos. And I'm like, okay, you're right, yep, This is great.
If we're gonna stay here, we should be building more ships. That's all I'm saying.
Take all of this, we'll throw it out.
Okay.
Yep, let me see here. No changes. Why would there be change?
When was the last time you can remember we were at peace?
Fold and close, because that's what I do as an adult. Fold and close. Doing the laundry. The massive amounts of laundry that I have, and I will always have, because I play beach volleyball, and I go to work with pants, and I have to wear pants. The pants are mandatory. And the socks are thus mandatory. And the shirts, but it's hot and it's Florida, and I take a walk to go get pizza every single day, and it's just gonna get hotter and hotter, and I'm gonna get sweatier and sweatier, and I'm gonna have to do more and more laundry as the summer continues to blaze up. And it's a high concern. And then now I also have to start packing for the beach episode, because some friends from the old life, not the old life that I don't want to associate with, but the old life, the college days, invited me to their beach house, and they're like, yo, you should slide to the beach house, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, what time? I'll think about the different occasions and everything like that. And, like, to them, they're having a very rare on occasion beach episode. For me, I have a beach episode every single 3 days because I live right by the beach. So it's like, it's not as special to me as it is to them, you know? So it's like, they're inviting me for this very, I'm grateful that they invited me because, I don't even get invited to much things to begin with. But it's like, the special occasion for them is dueled out. So it's like, the only difference is seeing them, which is like, it's great, but it's also like, I don't know. The way that I continue my lifestyle is I am a icon, but not an icon for great things, not even an icon for bad things. I'm just an icon, an ever-present being that's in the background, lurking. But it's not like evil lurking, it's more just I'm there. Like an NPC, but like not like a bad NPC. Everybody knows the NPC. It's like the gatekeeper from Fire Emblem houses. Like, you don't have a problem with the gatekeeper. Some people actually still like the gatekeeper. But he's not a focal point in this day and age, and won't be a focal point in any day and age. That accurately describes my lifestyle to a decent degree. That's how, yeah. No, yeah. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Ah, there are people that are special. There are people that be special to each other. There's people that are special to more than
When was
one
the last
person.
time you can remember we were
And
at
then there's
peace?
everybody else. But you can't have special people without having other people
Why
not
not
be
have
special.
training for that?
So, it's like winners and losers, you know? You can't have winners without plenty of losers. And think of it like this. I'm going to all of these tournaments and stuff like that, even if I even have the opportunity to play an attorney, because that's a rare occasion as well. I'm getting last place 9 out of 10 times. If I didn't get last place, somebody else would get last place. And if somebody else gets last place, then, you know, that would tank their morale. Sometimes. Sometimes. It's better for me, somebody that's used to it, rather than somebody else. Right? I don't know.
Not gonna
Most
be a
people would
problem.
just be like, nah, be the main character, but I used to be exert that type of energy, but was I really that type of person? I don't even know. Even if I was that type of person back in the day, I'm no longer now. I just can't keep up. Can't keep up with the emotion. I push these like I have eye drops, and then I also have my conditioner and my shampoo. But I can't fit them in a pretty box, and I wish I could fit them in a pretty box. Because then that would make travel with them so much easier. That and toothpaste, maybe a toothbrush. That'd be great to have.
When was the
And then
last
I need to
time
bring
you
it like a regular towel, and then I also have to bring a wash towel wherever I go, and that's such a pain in the butt because they take up so much room. And like if you go to a hotel, yeah, no, that's fine. That's easy. That's nice. Because like now you have a wash towel at the
When was the last time
hotel
you can remember we were at
provided for
peace?
free. Even a
Has something been
motel.
chewing on these?
But like if you're staying at a boy's, your guy's place, which, you know, I typically am, they have like an extra room, sometimes in unfavorable conditions, but I'll complain about that later. Because yes, I want to hear a Glock reloading all night. I don't know. I feel like I'm bringing up the same stories again and again. I mean, now I'm having a little bit of few new stories, but it's not. I don't. You know, this is the problem that I had. Um, moving back into this town. There's too many connections to the old life, and I was very fearful about it, and it spiraled me down. And like for the past few months, I've been so dedicated to work, and then the other aspects, volleyball was doing well. Volleyball was doing well, so I had no complaints there. But now volleyball, my performance has dwindled, and my presentation overall has lost reputation. So, with those given factors, volleyball is not doing well at the moment. So I've been dedicating my time to work,
I
and
can
then work is
definitely fix
slowing
this.
down, both in workflow and in just overall like vibes, because like one person's leaving and then we gotta wait for another person to come, and then they're probably gonna like leave too for some reason, even though it's like a chill lifestyle. But it's a very nice lifestyle for anybody that's either fluent or has like a whole family they want to settle down with, and it's right next to the beach. But like if you don't have a family, you're gonna hate yourself. And it's like, I don't hate myself because I don't have a family. But like if I thought about it, I probably would. But the thing is I'm such on autopilot, and then as long as volleyball was doing well, it's a whole thing. So now I'm going out with my boy, and then I'm going out, and then I always meet somebody I know, which was the same thing back in Orlando. But back in Orlando, I'm living a whole different life. I did a whole 180, but now all of these people know me as like a whole different name, and they probably forgot about me because nobody's gonna remember me back then. But like, I don't like it. I don't like it. At the same time, I don't want to move on, but also at the same time, I do want to move on, and I have moved on, but I talk like I don't want to move on. And it's like, I don't know how to feel. And it bogs me down. It bogs me down as a person. It bogs me down as in nature, in the week-to-week life. And honestly, I just wish Destiny 2 could be at a stable state where I could just put my worries aside, where I could find something new. Find a new community to lurk in that isn't, like a pastime, like a hobby. Like, my boy keeps talking, like, yeah, no, you want to join the Minecraft realm? For a Minecraft realm that, number one, doesn't have an invite, the main person who owns it doesn't want me joining just because it's for the OGs. It's like for the OG friend group. So just because of that one reason, he doesn't want me joining. And then, but like, now I'm conditioned to the point where I don't want to like mess up whatever they got going. But it's so, it's. Honestly,
Gotta be a better way.
I've been watching a streamer who's been like stammering like me as of recent. And the streamer's like a girl failure. But like, now it has me thinking, am I like a guy failure? And then,
I think that's
it's a whole different thing because I'm streaming, I'm presenting myself in the same way. But end all be all, nobody really cares if it doesn't come from a woman. And that is the short-term financial benefits of it all. And I mean, there's also like the social aspect where, yeah, it's somewhat true that nobody really cares if it doesn't come from a woman. But, I mean, going down that route, then you're just going to be going into like a bunch of BS, and then you're going to be going down like the whole route of like machoism, which, not too crazy of a fan of. Just seems like, because then you have like guy hating girl, you have girl hating guy, and then everybody is just like up everybody's culos. And it's like, like in a short term, financial benefits and social media awareness and presence, like whatever I talk about, however I'm feeling, however anybody else's understanding of me does not matter. I hate this shirt. My mom got me this nice feeling sweater, but it's a shitty ass marketed restaurant. It's a restaurant that I always pass every single day because it's the exit I take, and it has. My mom only wanted to go there because. No, I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm gonna complain about my mom, and then maybe down the line it puts a target on her head again, more than the targets that she already puts on her head. So like mentally ill. So no, but it's a shitty ass restaurant. And, you know, I mean, some of the food is it's okay food, but it's also like the same kind of feel that you have everywhere else. But it's just marketed now socially as the Republican place to be. Old people love it. Young people beware. Don't come here. Yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay, now you're just doing too much. It's like the same scenario of somebody's house isn't a landmark. Somebody's random ass house is not a landmark, so stop treating it like a landmark. And I just have socks. I'm gonna deal with 14 pairs of crew socks. But also wear the rest of my sweat towels. Is this shampoo? Yeah, this is the shampoo. How do I flip this without putting enough pressure? If this works, this would be great. But if it doesn't work, I fully respect the physics of it all. Uh-oh. I'm clean. I don't see why my ex used to be a freak for cleaning. It's just like a stress relief. Honestly, the way that I'm acting right now is very akin to her overall nature. Always panicking about the small things, but never knowing how to deal with it. And even though my nature in talking is the same, in action, I'm more of the type of person to just get into the heat of it. Like if I'm scared of something, I'm going in because I'm scared.
When was the last time you can remember we were at peace?
The only times I'm quitting out of something is if like it's just way too easy to quit. Like if there's a challenge in front of me and everybody's like, do the challenge, I'm just, but it's way easy just to walk away. I just walk away if I feel like walking away. And like I don't bat an eye. Everybody just goes like, wait, where did Espy go? And I'm like, oh, I'm home. I'm sleeping. I'm eating. I'm taking a tink and a wink.
There.
I'm taking a tink and a wink, you know?
I can fix
I'm
this.
so happy that I finally used that in a sentence. Oh my god. Tink and a wink. I have been aiming at using that in a sentence for the past, now, I think 2 weeks? It's a tinkle and a wink. It's another way of saying a piss without saying a piss. And I could say it in front of kids because it's not saying piss. So it's family friendly, which I only do in the presence of children. But every single... Oh, there's a hole in the sock. No. I just get rid of the sock. Oh man. I mean, I have plenty more socks. So it's like, it's not biggie, but it's disheartening because it's a really cool sock.
Let's see.
I have many fond memories of the very small amount of crew socks I used to own, but now I own tons of them. So it's like the dwindling number that I had once acquired and still kept from my private school days are now dying out as I don't know. I like croissants. They're comforting. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. Should go to sleep in the next hour. I'm probably not. So I'll probably get like 6.5, maybe 7 hours of sleep, and that's perfectly fine with me. And then I'll go to work. Or I could be fully rested. You know, Mondays are the worst day of the week, but it's also slow because I'm still waiting on so many reviews from my boss. And you know, I'm not I'm not gonna get like any reviews back because he still has to talk to the client. He hasn't sent a whole lot of things. He has to talk to more clients, and then it's just gonna be a pain in the ass to get work because we have the new boss rolling in. So it's like, ugh. I just want to have enough tasks to just go on autopilot. But I don't think I have enough experience to get through it enough where like I can give it to somebody checks through the whole thing and then doesn't find a single mistake, or if I'm so in tune with my boss to know exactly what he wants when he wants it. So I could just get more work, and then if I have more work, then I don't have to be thinking about more things, and the workday just goes faster. The more work I have, the more I could just work, and then it's lunch, and then it's not lunch, and then it's more work, and then it's more work, and then I go home, and then I go to sleep. And then it's a weekend, and then I don't do anything on a Saturday. I do very little on a Sunday. And I do some things on a Friday. And then rinse and repeat.
Gonna need someone to shut off the power.
Okay, here's the other sock. Like, should I throw this sock away now that it has a hole? I probably should. Yeah. Rest in peace, beads of the fabric that has brought me many a times of greatness. Yeah, I've been talking so much. And honestly, I have been seeing results. I have complained a little bit to the point where, like, you need engagement to the point where your stream isn't boring as old bulls. And, like, now I feel like there's enough engagement. And I've seen an increase in numbers. It's technically a large percentage increase, but it's also almost close to nothing. So, like in the grand scheme of things, it's comparing one grain of dirt to a grain of sand. But obtaining any grains at all is still better than like no grains, but also why would you need grains? So I should throw this out too, because this is getting damaged as well. And okay. Winter socks. I got crew socks. If I'm too cold, I put on a sweater. If I'm even more cold than that, then I don't know. Okay. Honestly, I had heartburn today, and I don't know how to feel about that because I'm probably gonna die at the age of 30. And like, honestly, if I die at the age of 30, I'm kind of fine with that. It's like, I've lived 30 good enough years, right? Like, I'm perfectly fine with 30 being my number. I'm gonna put on the fan in this room. It's just too damn hot. I mean, it's also because I'm wearing pants, and I don't really need to be wearing pants when I'm at home, of all places. But, yeah. Finally have this blanket clean, but the other few blankets aren't, so. I want to buy a new mic, Because I know this mic has to be tuned always in order to provide better results. But what if I didn't have to do that every single thing I do?
Gonna need someone to shut off the power.
I could probably fix that in my settings. But also, what if I just had a higher quality mic? Why can't I say that correctly? Why can't I have just a higher quality mic? Meh, can't speak. If I just buy a higher quality mic, then I could say I have a higher quality mic. And then, yeah. It's like flexi. I could flex on like a Roblox kid without, you know, being the one guy I shared a wall with. Not like shared a room, but shared just a wall. And the guy just fights with Roblox kids and reloads a Glock every single few seconds. It's like, like I don't need a real licensed firearm in order to flex in front of a kid. By the way, the guy is definitely gonna have like some sort of. He's gonna catch some sort of case. I don't know if it's gonna be like the egg situation, where the guy's in Lake Worth,
I told him to do this yesterday.
or if it's gonna be a firearm situation, where the guy probably is schizo. Either way, something is going to happen eventually, and it's not going to be the best of situations. But, on the bright side, it's most likely not going to be a ready or not type of situation, you know? And as long as it's not going down that route, especially over in Orlando, where they had the real ready or not situation, then everything's all good. Right? Right? And this isn't even. Fuck. The sheet isn't even. Okay, and then I just put that on top. And then move this to the back. And then. Oh, I'm getting heartburn again. That's not good. Push this in. Thick pillows first. And thin pillows. Now the second comforter. Which, by the way, I wasn't lying about. I do go to sleep with like 3 blankets and 2 comforters. Comfy, and like, you know, instead of a touch of a woman or the touch of what weeaboos wear or hug body pillows, right? I do have a body pillow, but I don't hug it. Not like an anime body pillow, like a regular body pillow. Like it's just a long pillow. It has nothing on it. It's silver. Nothing scandalous. And I don't hug it, but you could equally get that type of warmth from 2 comforters and 3 blankets. Am I right or am I right? Okay. And then we set up the second blanket. We do that. Just doing this. Flip over again for aesthetics. And then if I want to use it, I just use it. And voila! I think it just booted me to orbit, didn't it?
Gonna need someone to shut off
Oh,
the
did it?
power.
Hell yeah, I just did my bad!
Sometimes, well, not.
A purple ball.
Do you have something for me, Guardian?
Yeah, what's my postmaster? Maybe something exotic? Yep.
Acknowledged. Done. All done.
Security scans in progress.
She said she wanted to express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
We should forget about
I have to at least
Let's
use
see
some
what we've
sort
got
of
for each
exotics. I'll just keep 5, because that's an okay number, but... Wait a minute here.
Kids in the corridors playing Cabal and Guardians. Get to work.
This would be a good one to keep if there's upgrades.
I may need a schematic to read this schematic. Most unusual symbology here.
We've uncovered a number of chambers previously occupied by
Store you, but
Your
I'm gonna try.
assistance in identifying and disposing of unusual materials.
And the other ones I don't want to keep. Oh, no, goodbye. I'll get rid of them eventually.
The 9 show.
Wow, yay. Sonic Cypher. First and last out. Hey. Vorpal auto loading. So they're just giving out the god roll to everybody, huh? Corkscrew, but it doesn't have assault. It has reload. But it's also not meta at all anymore. This is just all old news. Favorite bad, 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 bad. Yeah, bad.
Yours now.
What does it do? Approximately nothing.
Until we speak again.
That was actually pretty bad, but I can just keep it for the collections. There's one up. Honestly, if Destiny Rising had a console release, I might have been more into it. But then it would also be its direct competitor. And then it's also receiving more updates. Then nobody's even playing it. So it's like... like a business does not want to compete with
Hello
itself.
again.
That would be strange. Like... such weird armor. But it's so unique. And it's just Fallen
I'm
themed.
here,
It's
that's
Fallen
it.
themed without being directly from a Fallen faction. Here they might be doing something with Gambit again. Gambit was such a great game mode. So they killed it off.
I didn't know Cade well. Knew I like him.
Honestly, I might go eat and be a fat chug. How long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes and have garnered somewhat success. I mean, the success has now 100% died off, and we are back to our regularly scheduled program, but honestly, I could cut my losses here and provide the closest aspect to success that could be garnered. And like, we could. I'm really happy about the new camera angle. I'm really happy about that. So I'm gaining weight again. I'm gonna have that dad bod. And it's not gonna be good, but honestly, I'm used to it.
Do not rush by. Come, sit, take the time to breathe. This is not. You will face
What did he just say?
gift, but you shall be. I know journeys help us grow. Listen, friend, when you hold a board, you must be very soft, very gentle. Board is not like gun. You do not squeeze. We will practice later on the sack of grain.
Okay. I think we just call it. Yeah.